second new feature in Curation Plus, or Curate Plus for short. So again, this works as a companion to basically do what it says in the tin, help you to curate a best playlist possible for what you need to give your learners. And the great benefits of this is that, one, it allows you to have a curation brief built together for you. So your companion will actually create the structure of your playlist, which we'll see in a few moments' time. And it also allows you to get closer to the subject matter expertise that we quite often miss out on in L&D teams and are not able to get that internally. So our companion will help you do that here. So what we're going to do is talk to our companion now and go through the process of what we should curate today. So what I want to do is leadership resources for first-time managers. So I'll plug in that prompt to the companion, and then it'll go through and start to think about what we can do with that. And this is where we start to build out that structure of our playlist here. Okay, great. So the companions come back and said, was giving us a question. So do we want to cover the whole topic of leadership for first-time managers or focus on specific areas? So what I'm going to say is, let's focus on the whole topic. And what I also want to do here is give a name for the playlist already. So I'm going to say name playlist as New Managers 101. So we'll put in this input here, and what will happen now is our companion is going to go away, take that information we've given it, and build out a structure for our pathway for new managers, and also call this New Managers 101. So this will take about 30 seconds for it to run through, and then what I'll do is break down the kind of different elements that you see and how you can refine these even further, and then how you can then import all of this into your LXP or LMS, or even copy it to the clipboard to share in those communications or Microsoft Teams and Slack. So amazing. So we can see all of this come together here. So the companions create our playlist brief. We can see New Managers 101. It's given a title for each stage of the pathway, and it's also given us a overview as well, which is fantastic because this has given us context to the content for the learner to understand, if they're looking at stepping into leadership, what is this all about? And that is the context that we have got there for them. So we're like, okay, this is great. So, and we can actually modify the titles and descriptions as well, or even reorder the modules if needed. So you can do all of this here. So if you're not happy with any of these titles or any of these descriptions, you could just speak to the companion and say, right, can you replace this on number 5 under practical applications with this instead? And it will do that. So for those of you who are Chat GPT users, this will be very familiar. But I'm just going to go ahead and click use this. And then great, this is all on my screen here on the right-hand side. So I've got this component here around looking at taking on the whole topic, the playlist as New Managers 101. And I've got all my components here. So what I'm able to do really easily is go through each part of my pathway, and I can just add assets. And what's even better is I've got all the great features that customers have felt to know about in terms of refining the content even further. So if I just wanted to say that I just wanted to have a article or a course in my search results, I can do that. If I then want to look at length and say it must be less than or equals of 30 minutes, I can do that as well. And then what I've done there quite quickly is refined my results down to the top 5 here, which is fantastic. So if I'm here, I can just pick a couple of these, add them to my playlist, what happened to this portion of my playlist, and it's looking good. So it's looking good already, and you can go through that process for each part here. And like I say, you can change any of these titles and descriptions over on the left hand side, but I'm just going to go ahead and create this playlist. I'm also going to very quickly change the title up top here in the filter platform to New Managers 101. And then once we've done that, there's a couple of things. So I mentioned you can download this to CSV, so you can put this directly into LXP or LMS, or you can copy this to your clipboard, and then you can put that into Microsoft Teams, or you can put that into Slack as you would usually do when you copy something to the clipboard. So I hope that's been helpful. Please do try this out if you get a chance to at any of our upcoming events, and let us know your feedback.